You have entered the Chronics, Rabbit Hole, and Army Chronicans. Welcome to or welcome back to the channel. My name is Kyle, aka Chronic.
And I'm ALANNA, aka Wifey.
And we had a great dinner tonight, didn't we?
We did. Kyle took me out for a Mother's Day dinner.
Yeah, it's a place called Route 14 right in Souk, our hometown. And I was very excited to do it because we got a lovely gift card from our wedding from one of our friends to do it. So friends helping you get a nice dinner and a good date night for Mother's Day was really amazing. And that's why we're so excited to get this done for all of the Army and Chronicans today. We are doing a reaction for RM of BTS. We're doing the Tiny Desk, but this is the home concert, which is a little different from the Tiny Desk normal concert because I'm pretty sure the Tiny Desk is always at a specific place. This is looking like it's at home, so this is going to make it a little different. Have you ever experienced Tiny Desk before?
I have no idea what it is.
Wow, okay, well that's really awesome. So this is fully all new experience for us and fully new experience for you because you've never even done the Tiny Desk.
I don't even know what it is.
This is going to be great and I can't wait to check it out with you and Alaya. So since you don't know anything about the Tiny Desk concerts itself, they have a nice write-up here I noticed for this. So I'm going to go read this so that we can see what we're both going into and to maybe know what songs we're about to go check out from him too.
Awesome. I'm really excited to figure out what this is all about.
Okay. Now that we're back to recording Tiny Desk concerts in the office, home concerts mostly happen under special circumstances when the artist is overseas, for example, or otherwise unable to get to Washington, D.C. when we're recording. It's in Washington, D.C. Good to know.
Oh, interesting.
Given that BTS's RM, aka Kim Namjoon, is based in South Korea, we'll let it slide. Not least because his team put together one of the most impressive Tiny Desk facsimiles we've ever seen. What really sets it apart is the huge array of shelf-bound ephemera, which is bound to have the BTS army sleuthing in the YouTube comments. What a random chotchik and what's an Easter egg. Study the set closely. I don't know if they're throwing in some English words and Korean words that I don't know, but I need to study myself here. RM timed his solo Tiny Desk debut, which follows BTS's home concert from back in 2020 to coincide with the release of their first official studio album, Indigo.
Very cool.
But he kicks off the set with an older track, Seoul, which first appeared on his 2018 mixtape Mono. Nice, so we get some Mono and Indigo in this.
Very cool.
From there, he showcases the first two tracks from Indigo, the rap-driven Yun and the funky Still Life, both of which are inspired by RM's love and a fascination with painting.
Very cool.
He's a painter, I can see that. The studio tracks feature Erika Badu and Anderson Pak, respectively, both of whom get shutouts in this set. But here the focus never drifts away from the star at center stage. No matter how closely you might squint at the stuffed animals, housewares, clocks, and toys, not to mention Big Mouth Billy Bass behind him. Now if we can just get him to visit the real Tiny Desk. Maybe he will soon. We sure hope so. Maybe when they all come back, they'll go to do a Tiny Desk together as BTS, and that would be really cool.
That'd be really cool.
Let's do this Tiny Desk now.
Absolutely. That's really cool to find out that Tiny Desk is like kind of like the Seoul bus or
Oh, the Wish Bus?
the Wish Bus. Sorry,
Right.
Seoul is the song in here. It's kind of like the Wish Bus, how they have a lot of different artists come on and
Yeah,
do
give
a
a showcase.
performance and showcase. So Tiny Desk would be very similar, but based in Washington, D.C., not based in the Philippines.
Yeah, and I think it's usually a lot more stripped down and kind of more a cappella style too. And we just did the Killing Voice with 17, and that's
Yes.
kind of what it's reminding me potentially about
Same,
too.
same similar idea. The Killing Voice,
A little bit of all their
um,
best songs.
Best Youngers, so best singers in the Netherlands. Wish Bus, Tiny Desk, Steven Seagal's.
Exactly. There's so many of these cool musical shows from around the world.
Yeah.
So let's definitely check this one out. Thank you all so much for voting for RM to be the band member that we're checking out next with the deep dive from the BTS members, and for making sure we got to this Tiny Desk performance, because after doing this, we're going to go check an awesome interview with RM for the Indigo album itself, and that's why we thought we should do this before doing the interview. So definitely stay tuned for that. And here's the reaction. Are you ready to see RM's home?
I'm ready.
Explicit language. Oh. Yeah.
Home edition.
I love it. From NPR Music. Oh, wow. Right into Seoul.
차가운 새벽 공기에
My bad, y'all. My bad, y'all. Slipping.
Not the subtitles.
We gotta make sure it's there. Here we go, y'all. We're in. Sorry for stopping the rhythm.
Gorgeous room.
Yeah.
차가운 새벽 공기에 난 몰래 눈을 뜨네 이 도시의 harmony 난 너무나 익숙해 내 어린날 날들은 아득하고 빌딩과 차들만 가득해도 이젠 여기가 나의 집인걸
Somber. Oh.
너의 소울과 발음이 비슷한 걸까 무슨 영혼을 가졌길래 무엇이나 이토록 너의 곁에 잡아두나 난 내게 추억조차 없는데 난 이제 네가 너무 지겨워 너의 맨날 똑같은 잿빛 표정 아니 나는 내가 두려워 이미 널 부각해버린 거야 사랑과 미움이 같은 말이면 I love you so 사랑과 미움이 같은 말이면 I hate you so 사랑과 미움이 같은 말이면 I love you
this.
사랑과 미움이 같은 말이면 I hate you so yeah. Oh yeah.
Powerful lyrics
가만히
already.
있어도 풍경이 바뀌어
Very powerful. I have goosebumps.
Oh, this is just incredible. I think like a lot of people find themselves when you leave home, and that spirit is being talked in here, and it's so cool that he even brought up how soul and soul sound the exact same, and like
They call you soul, but where's your soul?
yeah, and the love and hate that he has for his past, but then he actually is it and he's become it, and he has to be accepting of it too. You can just see the self-reflection and the somberness in this tone.
Absolutely.
This is from, I think, his first mixtape they were saying with Mono, so what a good
Mono.
way to come out, right?
Absolutely. Perfect way to come out.
yeah. Oh yeah.
The instruments are coming in clean too.
가만히 있어도 풍경이 바뀌는 버스와 비슷한 듯 조금씩 다른 빌딩 역한 듯 아닌 듯한 삶의 향과 따뜻한 척하는 차가운 공원들 늘 헤매야 하는 사람들과 너무 많은 하늘 품는 한강들과 혼자 하늘을 볼 수 없는 그네들과 나 그네들과 좀 늦어버린 친구들은 툭 하면 떠나겠다 해 난 끄덕거려 보지만 웃질 못해 너무 인정하기 싫지만 니는 너의 미움과 그 역겨움까지도 사랑해 서기 전에 비린 날 사랑해 선의도할 쓸쓸함을 사랑해 돈만 있으면 살기 좋다던 어느 택시기사의 그 한숨까지도 사랑과 미움이 같은 말이면
Oh, I love this.
사랑과 미움이 같은 말이면 I hate you so 사랑과 미움이 같은 말이면 I love you so 사랑과 미움이
So jazzy too, and
I
bluesy.
hate you so yeah
Yeah, I like his voice behind him too.
Great voice.
Yeah.
I hate you so I love you so I hate you so yeah I'm living your I'm leaving your
Wow. Such good wordplay.
love
Leaving, living.
your
Soul and soul.
사랑과 미움이 같은 말이면 I love you so 사랑과 미움이 같은 말이면 I hate you so
I love his cream style look right now.
Me too.
I love you so 사랑과 미움이 같은 말이면 I hate you so 사랑과 미움이 같은 말이면 I love you so. 사랑과 미움이 같은 말이면 I hate you so. 사랑과 미움이 같은 말이면 I love you so. 사랑과 미움이 같은 말이면 I hate you so. So yeah, I love you so. No, I hate you so. Yeah, I just don't know my word.
Yeah, I just don't know what I want. Thank you for saying that, RM. That's what it's all about. I just love he just said that right at the end. I love that.
Yeah. Wow.
I just don't know what I want. And that is when you start hating and loving things at the same time. It's because you just
When it
didn't.
becomes the same word for both.
Yeah, like what a perfect way to. That is. Like,
I
he's
love,
so smart. What a
he's
genius.
so smart. He really is a genius, and it's like it's so cool that even when he said that at the end, I don't know what I want is the last line.
Yeah.
But it's both he sings it, but it's a spoken word all at the same time as part of the song.
Yeah.
There was a part right after he was singing the lyric, when hate and love become the same word, I love you soul, I hate you soul,
Yeah.
was the lyric. And then he repeated that a few times, and then he changed it to I'm living you and I'm leaving
I'm leaving you and living. Yeah.
But when he enunciated it, he enunciated leaving for living and living for leaving.
Right.
Is the enunciation that he used, but the lyrics are changed in the background to really emphasize, like, because he is a king of wordplay and double meanings and things like that.
For sure.
So when he was singing that lyric, he really did emphasize the same word, different meaning motif that he was playing through.
You got that right, yeah.
So it's just beautiful wordplay again that he's able to do at just such an extreme level.
And it was like that because when you're homesick, that's the kind of double meaning even in that word. It's like you're missing home, so there's that like goodness of it. But then when you get there, it's not always the same when you go there.
Yeah,
but then
it's
he's talking about some of
nostalgia.
the he's talking about some of the cities that have that certain smell that he
Has
misses
grown
and
to
all that.
love.
Yeah, absolutely. And I definitely know the smells and the certain locations on this island that we're on now that
Absolutely.
like I just want to go back to, and it makes you homesick and all that too. So it's really cool to see this full reflection. It's cool to see that he did a home concert. It reminds me of like when COVID was happening and people had to keep these shows alive and people had to do at home type of versions of
Absolutely.
it. Like Hot Ones, one of the biggest YouTube interviews, had people having to do the wings at home, but having like a setup that kind of looked like they were at the
Yeah, like the
place at the
black
same
screen
time.
at the background.
So that's paying some really good honor to what the tiny desk normally looks like. And if you do see a
Very
tiny
cool.
desk on your own time as well, or maybe on the channel, you'll notice how good he's done while throwing in so many good Easter eggs for the army here too. So we're on to the next one, and I think he's gonna kind of talk about the band a bit here too.
Very cool.
Thank you, thank you. It's so good to be back. So honored to be back on this legendary show, NPR Tiny Desk. This time as a solo. Last time I was in a team, but this time
Nice.
is my first solo NPR Tiny Desk. So I'm truly honored. I go by the name of RM of BTS, and I'm from South Korea. So the song you guys just listened to was Seoul. Basically, as you know, the capital city, which is my second hometown in Korea.
Okay.
Okay, first thing first, the most important part, I like to introduce our band, the Korean legends.
Nice.
First, Doc Skim on the keyboard. Woo!
Yeah. Well
Round of
done.
applause. John Un on the guitar.
And
Great
backup
voice.
vocals too. Yeah.
Jason Park on the bass.
Huge.
Woo!
You can really feel the bass in these moments.
Last but not least, J.K. Kim on the drum. Woo!
I loved the drums, the way they were coming through.
Yeah. Very
Okay,
jazzy.
yeah, so that was Soul. And I just released my first new solo album called Indigo, which is the natural
Indigo.
color from
Indigo.
the nature, which is my favorite color as well. But Soul is not not on the album. It's actually from my last mixtape called Mono in 2018.
Incredible.
So yeah, Seoul is the city that I spent the most time since I started music. So I just always been wanting to make a song about Seoul. So this is my collaboration with me and Honne. Shout out to Honne, big time. Yeah. So Indigo, please give a big love to my new first solo album, please.
Cool.
And,
first 2 songs too.
Next song would be the first intro, the first track of the album Indigo, and it's about the Korean painter Yoon Hyung-gun that I have the biggest respect art industry. And
Cool.
he was always saying that you should firstly be a human before you do some art or do something. So the song is inspired by his lifelong message, and when you see the cover of the album, you could see his painting.
Wow, cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Next song is about the painter and me, the communication, life and death. And actually, Erykah Badu is on the song, so she was supposed to be here, but sadly we don't got her right now. But still, shout out to Erykah Badu. And
good shout out still.
if you guys are ready, let's kick it.
Cool. He sure lays down the foundation.
He's a good MC.
Yeah, he's been doing that for a bit.
Yeah.
Nice, yeah, start the album. Indigo.
Very nice guitar tone.
Yeah, isn't that smooth?
Fuck the trendsetter, I'ma turn back the time forward to when I was 9. 좋은 것과 아닌 것밖에 없던 그때 차라리 그때가 더 인간이었던 듯해. 이쪽 저쪽에서 받았던 손가락질들이 이젠 가야 할 곳이라며 저 산을 가리키지. That's where you belong, or you gon' be alone if 뭣도 아닌 그 진심들을 고집하면은 팀 빠진 넌 사실 뭣도 아니야. 너는 고속도로서 오솔길로 가려 해. 너는 그냥 내 말 좀 들어. 그러다 다 잃어. 늘 그랬듯 you go with the flow, you get better. Fuck that shit. 애들한테의 lifestyle. 늘 나의 자리는 경계선의 pipeline. 여전히 난 허락되지 않는 꿈을 꿔. 아무도 보지 않는 조물적.
Yeah. Striving for greatness. Something new.
They keep the silence, boy. Boy. Yeah. Yo. Be human.
More human at 9, eh?
Right. Preach. I wanna be a human before I do some art. It's a cruel world, but it's gonna be my part. Cause true beauty is a true
so
sadness. Now you can feel my madness. I wanna be a human before I do some art. It's a cruel world, but it's gonna be my part. Cause true beauty is a true sadness. Now you can feel my madness. 그는 말했지 넌 먼저 사람이 되라. 예술할 생각 말고 놀아. 느껴 you know what it's it with the techniques, what it's it with the skills, what it's it with all the words in your lyrics that you can feel. 나 당신이 말한 진리가 뭔지 몰라. 다만 그저 찾아가는 길 위 나의 속도와 방향을 dead. But to me you the fucking contemporary. 여전히 이곳에 살아서 흘러 permanently. 이 모든 경계 위에 선 자들에게 반드시 보내야만 했던 나의 밤을 걷는 반짝이는 불꽃은 언젠가 땅으로. 카이사르의 것은 카이사르로. 시커멓게 탄 심장 죄를 뿌린 그 위에 시를 쓴 내 사선을 오갔던 생과 당신이 마침내 이 땅에 남긴 것들에게 나 역시 그저 좀 더 나은 어른에게 Keep the silence before you do something.
Oh, this is smooth.
Yo, be a showman till the death of you. What? Yo, I wanna be a human before I do some art. It's a cruel world, but it's gonna be my part. Cause true beauty is a true sadness. Now you can feel my madness. I wanna be a human before I do some art. It's a cruel world, but it's gonna be my part. Cause true beauty is a true sadness. Now you can feel my madness. I wanna be a human before I do some art. It's a cruel world, but this gon' be my part. Cause true beauty is a true sadness. Now you can feel my madness. I wanna be a human before I do some art. It's a cruel world, but it's gon' be my part. Cause true beauty is a true sadness. Now you can feel my goddamn madness.
Nice way to add that.
Now you can feel my madness. Yo.
Oh, wow. Yes.
Wow.
Damn.
Honey, I want to hear what you felt about that one.
This is an amazing song. I felt, especially because he said he felt more human when he was 9.
Yeah.
That really made me like reflect while listening to the song about like, well, why would he feel more human at 9? And then as he was singing, he's talking about like all the hardships and different things that you go through, and then to experience life is also to experience sadness.
Absolutely.
But then if you felt more human when you were 9, sometimes that sadness can be corrupting as you have to take it on, hold it in, different things like that.
For sure. Yeah.
The way you swallow things down with the different amounts of responsibility or things that you take on, choices that you make, and all of these things can make you feel less human as you grow older. So you felt more human when you were 9. You're more raw. You're less tempered by the world.
I agree, and I think that's why he was saying, like, I want to be a human before I do some art. And I think if you don't address yourself and address that madness and that sadness that happens through the beauty of going through life, your art's not going to be very art. It's going to be probably more propaganda, probably just more hate speech. Where if you actually go through the thing correctly, you can still talk about the harsh topics, but it's going to come out as art, and it's
More
going to
fluid.
heal. It's going to be a lot more
healing.
fluid. So that's why he's talking about, even though at 9 I felt more human, that's because I wasn't even pressured by judgment as much, and so on and so forth. And that's so much easier to put art out when you're not worried about what other people are going to feel about it too. So I think that's so cool to keep striving to be a good human, because I know the one piece of art I did, and I don't do much art, but that stood out for people, was just making a globe and then having everyone holding their hands around the globe. Even though I think we've all seen that, but when someone sees that, they're like, oh, look at that art. Like, yeah, everyone's together, and there's that unity and that feel of the love that you can feel through correct art. And that's what RM's really doing. And there's the tone of addressing his past and the inner self, and he's working through something, I feel, with Indigo. It's almost like every song's going to be addressing a step that he needs to do for his shadow self reflections and all that.
I agree entirely with that. Blues and jazz is very much a storytelling style medium within its music, and that's the feel that I'm getting with both these songs that he's put out here, is that storytelling feel where he's really digging deep and like letting us really know who he is, especially in this Tiny Desk Home edition, which is so intimate already.
It's very intimate, and with the blues and the kind of jazzy feel, it's allowing RM to kind of play a bit more as well too. If you notice, he even added the God he threw in there instead of just saying it. He emphasized and added God to the phrase, and then I don't know if that's always in the lyrics, but it felt like it was something just to kind of add that emphasis to.
Absolutely.
So now let's go see the next song, because this is going very quick and it's very tasty with how it all looks.
Sure is.
Sounds so crisp and clear. And on to number 3.
Woo!
Woo indeed.
It was dope, guys. So yeah, it was Yoon. I love this song. It's the first track of the album Indigo. So if you guys love it, please check it out. Okay, so been doing music for 15 years.
Nice.
This is my 10 years as BTS, but still, this is my first official solo album. And I ran along all the way just to release this 10 tracks and 10 colors.
In 10 colors, okay.
Out of my soul and out of my ego, I guess.
Oh.
So I think this time I finally could show the world that I've been really what's really inside me and what I really wanted to do.
We want to see that.
So Indigo is about about my whole 20s actually.
Every year.
I've been making this album from 2019 with these guys, so it's been 4 years, and it's like from my 26 to 29. So I feel really strange, and next year, actually, next month I'm gonna be 30. So it feels like really strange. There's only 1 month in my 20s, when this album was finally released. Okay, that was a long talk, and now I'm starving.
Take a drink, everyone.
So next song is gonna be. Actually, it's fun. It's funny. It's a number 2, track 2, out of this album, and it's called "Still Life." So I wrote this song actually out of the museum. So
Cool.
I went to some random museum and I saw a title called "Still Life." A lot of paintings were titled "Still Life."
Interesting.
And I felt really strange because it was like the painting in some, what is it, like 19th century by Monet or Van Gogh or Cezanne. So
Really?
the flower as a model of the painting is, dead like a century ago, but it's, still alive in the painting by the painters themselves. So
Have you seen this?
gave the birth, actually the eternal birth or life to the flowers by painting.
I know the
So,
paintings
but
he's talking
when I
about.
see the still life, like a canvas, because my life is like a canvas. I'm exhibiting my life to the whole world, like everywhere, America, Asia, Europe, everywhere. But still life is still, it's stuck on the canvas, but it's alive and eternal and still moving forward. So it's about a still life that's still moving forward. Let's go.
I like this, and real
love
quick
it.
too, because he was just saying how much art uses still life. One of our favorite bands is Opeth, and one of their best albums is called Still Life as well. And I'm just curious if there's any connection with that too, and what a cool love for painting. I know how much you love painting and your love
I
for
love
painting too.
painting.
Just another connection as to why they come to people who love real art.
Absolutely.
You
And
know?
still life is really, it's a unique art style where you take an image, like he said, like a flower
Right.
or fruit or a scene,
Mm-hmm.
and you paint it
Okay.
as it is,
Yeah.
as it stands there, as you see it. And they're gorgeous paintings.
Would still life be what we did at the wedding then?
That would be more of a portrait.
Okay. Sounds good. We're going in. Oh yeah, different feel.
I'm still alive. Yeah. I'm still alive. Yo, what? I'm still alive. Yeah. I'm still alive.
Nice.
Yo, what? I'm still alive, but I'm moving. Just live now, go forward. Yo, 멈추지 않은 정물. 또 피워나의 꽃을. Give me no name, cause I'm untitled. 계속 전시되는 내 삶. Yeah, 그래도 삶. 아직도 삶.
So
가버렸고
funky.
믿음 모르는 두 갈래길에서 숨 고르는 벗어나고 싶어 이 캔버스의 틀 어제와 내일이 내게 드린 그늘 난 그저 당당하게 live every time 24/7 yeah baby I'm on time 난 그저 오늘을 살아 1분 1초마다 같이 전부 다 걸어오신 no
Oh, this guitarist is sick
y'all
too.
can lock me in the frame I'm moving yeah I'm
Nice.
still alive yo what life is better than the death of proving yeah I'm still alive but I'm moving just live now go forward yo 멈추지 않은 정물 또 피워나의 꽃을 I'm still alive but I'm moving just live now go forward yo 멈추지 않은 정물 yo I never stop baby let's get it now Earth day's my day one brother baby 난 돈으로 시간을 벌어 걔네 초롱은 듣지만 네귀 버려 꼭
Yeah,
벌어서
that's right,
올라 내
Aries.
목숨 걸어 Trendsetter I'm a friend better 시상해질 정도로
Wow.
go and get her 결국
I
네가
love that
원하는 대로
line.
되지 않았지 바른 것 딸이 너무 잘 살아내네 내 뜻대로 living
Oh
high
my God!
나대로 Look at my 타타대로 갈 일이 없어 이제 강남대로 월세 밀린 넌 빨리 당장 방 빼고 What a perfection look at your chain Me better do it like look at my stain 오늘은 사라잡초처럼 그냥 화초처럼 But I never stay
I love his pauses.
Shit happens in life but what happens is shit
Yeah,
Shout out to Anderson Yo, we're just some still alive. We gotta move forward, never look back.
Yeah.
Let's get it up. I'm still alive.
I love his own ad libs.
Y'all can lock me in the frame. I'm moving. Yeah, yeah. I'm still alive. Yeah. Life is better than the death of proving. Yeah, yeah. I'm still alive, but I'm moving. Just live now, go forward. Yo, 멈추지 않은 적문. Go B19 culture. I'm still out, but I'm moving. Just live now, go forward. Yo, 멈추지 않은 적문. Yo, I never stop, baby. Let's get it now. Yo, I never stop, baby. Let's get it now. Yo, I never stop, baby. Let's get it now. Yo, I never stop, baby. Let's get it now.
Huge.
Thank you and pure. Peace out. See you next time.
Wow. See you next time, hopefully.
Wow.
So cool. He has his band with him that's been with him doing that for the 4 years to make it too. And we got to feel that full chemistry right there.
What a great group of men.
Yeah.
Great band, great chemistry.
And to get the first and the second song right off there, you really got to feel it. You got to see the difference in his range of what he could do with his musical genres.
Yeah.
That's the coolest thing about RM. I was even thinking during this song, it's like, man, like he has such a good soulful, funky, jazzy voice, but then sometimes I was like, is he gonna come out and bring in some bars? And then all of a sudden he just threw in like the craziest bar just to add it, and he doesn't force it because he loves all type of music, y'all. So it's just really cool when you see he's RM, rap monster, but now he really is RM itself, that is even bigger than just being the underground rapper. And we know he's evolved so much too. This is at a point where he's been 15 years in the game. So,
Yeah.
and like he's saying, he's been 10 years with BTS at this point, but then 5 years even before is doing in the foundation of that rap. So you're always looking for that when you go and see it, but it's so nice when you get all the other genres blended in with it.
Absolutely. And I'm actually happily surprised at how groovy this this album is, these last two tracks, like all three of the tracks, but the last two tracks, the first track of Indigo as well as the second track, how groovy they are, because I was expecting, I guess, from RM to have a lot more of like maybe like an Eminem kind of vibe to him.
A
or that
grittier
kind
vibe
of
instead of a
grittier
poppier vibe.
Exactly, because
Yeah.
when we see a lot of the songs that he has done,
Like Joke?
like Joke and different things like that, is very gritty, very underground, very
Yeah.
look at who I am and look at me for what I have, where I've
A
come
bit more
from.
provocative.
Bit more provocative.
Yeah.
So like to see the Indigo and Soul from Mono being so soulful is a happy surprise for me, because that's a style of music that I really like. If I'm gonna listen to rap, I really like soulful rap styles. I really like even like the Tech Nine kind of style.
Oh, I love Tech Nine. Hell yeah.
That's kind of
Quicker rhythm and all that.
quicker rhythm,
Yeah.
but still something that you can jam to. Still something that you
Definitely.
can really
Yeah.
get a flow with, almost like an ocean, like a wave.
Yes.
And that's really what I was feeling with his rap style in this one. It was really like the currents and the way that they move, where they are fluid, but then they get faster. You know, he comes in with that crazy rap line.
Totally.
There was
totally.
even like a guitar solo in that second song.
Yeah,
that
we were
came
both
in.
feeling it there at the end.
We
there.
were both
Yeah.
feeling it. Then the drums had that
Incredible
amazing
fills.
fills.
Yeah, you're right.
Love his ad libs that he does in the middle of his song. He leaves enough space for all of that as well.
Yeah.
So there's a correct spacing
A lot
that's
of
being
breathing
left.
room.
A lot of breathing room in between these amazing bars that he's laying down.
Mhm.
So like this is pleasant. It's a very pleasant rap style.
Yeah, and it makes me really want to check out this interview that kind of breaks down these 10 songs that are a year for every for his 20s, and
Absolutely.
that's just such a cool thing to do. That's something I would love to do as like an autobiography type of lover that knows how healing that is for your journey too. So even though this is great for the army. I know how meaningful this must have been for RM to put his life's work into his first full
Absolutely.
album. What a better thing to do than do that. What a better way to celebrate RM by doing this. So thank you all for celebrating RM with us. And if you want to see more RM and BTS come down the rabbit hole, you're at the right place. Let us know if you had a good time by hitting that like button. Comment down below what your favorite song is out of these three that we got to see today. And if you are new and you haven't done it yet, and you are an army member and want to become a Chronican, just hit that subscribe button on your way out. We also have a Patreon if you want to go the extra mile and get some early releases, poll voting, some block content that can't make it on YouTube, and there's even a tier where you can get your own requests done. I want to thank you all so much for your time and your support. We are now acing the rabbit hole, folks.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being here with us. Chronicans, Army, it is always a pleasure, and I can't wait to see what else is coming down the rabbit hole. Peace and love, everyone.
God bless y'all.
Take care, and bye for now.